Thia Basil flowers. Just going to throw these in my breakfast. And there's the Thia Basil plant that I took them off. Maybe I should have recorded while they were still on there, but yeah, I just ripped them off. Yummy. So there's Thia Basil, and we're going to have a look into that one today. What a smoky valley today. Someone must be cane burning. Can't even see down there. Now, you noticed that I said I was throwing those flowers in the in my breakfast, and you might think, well, what are you eating for breakfast then, Ben? Well, you know, at the moment I'm eating sweet potato like chips, cooked with like some galangal, and then, you know, 2 eggs, and I've got some Turkish garlic bread. I'll fry that up, and then you know, add some I don't know, maybe some garlic and some onion and eggplant, and sort of mix all this up and have it on top of the Turkish bread, just because that's what's sort of cheap in my area at the moment. And then I'll chuck some avocado on it, because, you know, the sweet potato and the avocado is really cheap around here, and the eggplant. I might have some small tomatoes, so that's the kind of thing I'm eating for breakfast at the moment. It's pretty healthy. And you know, just in case you were thinking I was throwing those Thia Basil flowers on some cereal or something, or some toast, no, might taste a little weird. You know, and I don't eat cereal. You know, the last place I was staying at, that $800 Bandit, I remember Linda was saying that, oh, Cocoa Pops are good for you. You know, I don't eat any cereal, especially not if it's not whole wheat. And you know, she was saying, oh, Cocoa Pops have got iron in them, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, that's not a good source of iron. You know, you're going to get very sick from the sugar, and scientists have found that, you know, sugar is acting on the brain like cocaine. So you become addicted, and you'll end up like that old lady. She was like 60, and she was just mental. You know, and you'll end up in a mental institution, or with Alzheimer's and all that kind of crap, and, you know, relying on pharmaceuticals because your immune system's all broken down from so much sugar over your lifetime. So yeah, no, I wasn't doing something silly like that. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that.
Come on, let's try it. No. It's gonna come down now.
Hectic. Alright, that's just a bit of dubstep beatbox from Dave Crow. Alright, so today's video is on Thia Basil. Let's get into it. Most of you should know this one, it's pretty common. So Thia Basil or Asian Basil, I'm not going to read all the names here. Durlaba Vibhothi Pashai in Tamil is a type of sweet basil native to Southeast Asia that has been cultivated to provide distinct traits. Its flavour is more stable under higher or extended cooking temperatures than that of sweet basil. Sweet basil, Ockham basiculum, has multiple cultivars. Thia basil, or O. basicum horafa, grows to 45 centimeters, 1.48 foot in height, and has purple flush. So there you can see the flowers again, and rah rah rah. So the word occimum is derived from the Greek word meaning to smell, which is appropriate for most members of the plant family Lamiaceae, the mint family. Alright, so that's from Wikipedia. Now, this next article, DNA protection plus antibacterial properties. The unique array of active constituents called flavonoids found in basil provide protection at the cellular level. Orientin and vicinin are two water-soluble flavonoids that have been of particular interest in basil, and in studies on human white blood cells, these components of basil protect cell structures as well as chromosomes from radiation and oxygen-based damage. So that's antioxidation as well. In addition, basil has been shown to provide protection against unwanted bacterial growth. These antibacterial properties of basil are not associated with its unique flavonoids, but instead with its volatile oils. Okay, which are a few, which contain estragol, linalool, cineol, eugenol. Remember, eugenol was also in parsley. Sabinin, myrcene, and limonene. Lab studies show that effectiveness of basil in restricting growth of numerous bacteria, including Listeria monocygenus, Staphylococcus aureus, Escherichia coli, Yersinia enterocolitica, and Pseudomonas aeruginosa. One day I'll learn how to pronounce. Essential oil of basil, obtained from its leaves, has demonstrated the ability to inhibit several species of pathogenic bacteria that have become resistant to commonly used antibiotic drugs. In a study published in 2003 issue of the Journal of Microbiology Methods, essential oil of basil was even found to inhibit strains of bacteria from the genera Staphylococcus, Enterococcus, and Pseudomonas, all of which are not only widespread but now pose serious treatment difficulties because they have developed a high level of resistance to treatment with antibiotic drugs. And that's from September 8, 2003. Studies published in February 2004 issue of Food Microbiology have shown that washing produce in solution containing either basil or thyme essential oil at the very low concentration of just 1% resulted in dropping the number of Shigella, an infectious bacteria that triggers diarrhea and may cause significant intestinal damage below the point at which it could be detected. Now, I'm glad it said that last line. It prevents this thing that can cause intestinal damage, because I was going to say, if you only need a little bit of essential oil for stopping all these things, and essential oil stops all these bacteria things, well, an ex-girlfriend of mine used to say that, you can drop a bit of lavender oil on your tongue, a couple of drops, max 3 drops or something like this, every day. And yeah, essential oils are not just for your skin, but you can also take them internally. Be careful, because probably not all of them, but many you can take internally, and they're very healthy for you for the reasons that we're reading here. I also, if I ever have lavender, I would put a couple of, I'd put 5 drops, I say 5 drops for men, on the crown, or the soft spot on top of the head in between the anterior and posterior fontanelles. While scientists use this research to try to develop natural food preservatives, it may, and what that does, by the way, is stops, you know, your pheromones and stuff, so it's like protection. When you put it on the top of your head, essential oils like lavender, it's like protection against evil people. While scientists use this, yeah, well, people want to use your pheromones against you, and try and get over you, you know. So I'm not just a kook here. While scientists use this research to try to develop natural food preservatives, it makes good sense to include basil and thyme in more of your recipes, particularly for foods that are not cooked, such as salads. Adding fresh thyme and or basil to your next vinaigrette will not only enhance the flavour of your fresh greens, but will help ensure that the fresh produce you consume is safe to eat. Because remember, we're killing the bacteria off. Now, you know, a lot of raw foodists or greenies or vegans, vegetarians, they know that it's good to wash your produce, fruit and veggies, in apple cider vinegar, for the same sort of reason of getting bacteria, getting pesticides off. And, you know, I know people who take a little capful of apple cider vinegar every morning for health. So again, on the inside of your body, you don't want to just clean your fruit and veggies, you want to take it internally too, to clean the inside of your body. Anti-inflammatory effects. The eugenol component of basil's volatile oils have been the subject of extensive study. Since this substance can block the activity of an enzyme in the body called psilocybin, COX, many non-steroidal over-the-counter anti-inflammatory medications, including aspirin and ibuprofen, as well as the commonly used medicine acetaminophen, work by inhibiting the same enzyme. So if there's an alternative to pharmaceuticals, which eugenol seems to be, definitely always go organic. I have a saying, manic organic. You know, stick away from synthetic. In the case of, and why is that? Well, you know, nature's been doing this thing for millions of years. It's been at the laboratory thing for millions of years. It's more symbiotic to our bodies. You know, man has only been in the lab for, you know, centuries or whatever. In the case of acetaminophen, this effect is somewhat controversial and probably occurs to a much lesser degree than is the case with aspirin and ibuprofen. This enzyme inhibiting effect of the eugenol in basil qualifies basil as an anti-inflammatory food that can provide important healing benefits along with symptomatic relief for individuals with inflammatory health problems like rheumatoid arthritis or inflammatory bowel conditions. Nutrients essential for cardiovascular health. Want to enrich the taste and cardiovascular health benefits of your pasta sauce? Add a good helping of basil. Basil is a very good source of vitamin A, called provitamin A, since it can be converted into vitamin A. Beta-carotene is a more powerful antioxidant than vitamin A, and not only protects epithelial cells, the cells that form the lining of numerous body structures, including the blood vessels, from free radical damage, but also helps prevent free radicals from oxidizing cholesterol in the bloodstream. Only after it has been oxidized does cholesterol build up in blood vessel walls, initiating the development of atherosclerosis, whose end result can be a heart attack or stroke. So I didn't know that. Only after it has been oxidized does cholesterol build up in the blood vessel walls. Okay, so free radical damage is a contributing factor in many other conditions as well, including asthma, osteoarthritis, and rheumatoid arthritis. The beta-carotene found in basil may help to lessen the progression of these conditions while protecting cells from further damage. Basil is also a good source of magnesium, which promotes cardiovascular health by promoting muscles and blood vessels to relax, thus improving blood flow and lessening the risk of irregular heart rhythms or a spasming of the heart muscle or a blood vessel. In addition to the health benefits and nutrients described above, basil also emerged from our food ranking system as an excellent source of vitamin K and manganese. A very good source of copper and vitamin C, and a good source of calcium, iron, folate, and omega-3 fatty acids. That's from this link. Okay, I'm just going to initiate a new recording because it's going to shut off in a minute anyway, and I'll come back. Alright. Health benefits of basil. Research indicates that there are several health benefits associated with basil. A study by researchers at Purdue University revealed that basil contains a wide range of essential oils rich in phenolic compounds and a wide array of other natural products, including polyphenols such as flavonoids and anthocyanins. The herb contains high quantities of beta-carophylline, which may be useful in treating arthritis and inflammatory bowel disease, according to research conducted at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology. Basil has pointed round leaves that are either green and slight hints of red or purple. Yeah, I've seen purple ruffles before. When actually you can see purple ruffle basil on my $600 Bandit video. And that's like halfway through the video or something when I bought one of those. So this is all from this next article. Let's continue. Reduce inflammation and swelling. A study presented at the Royal Pharmaceutical Society's annual event revealed that extracts of O. teneiflorum, holy basil, were shown to reduce swelling by up to 73%. 24 hours after treatment, so that's sounding really powerful. Yeah, everyone knows holy basil is really good for you. Hopefully I'll do a video just on holy basil one day. Anti-aging properties. According to research presented at the British Pharmaceutical Conference in Manchester, basil has properties that can help prevent the harmful effects of aging. Holy basil extract was effective at killing off harmful molecules and preventing damage caused by some free radicals in the liver, brain, and heart. Now, holy basil is a different type than Thia Basil, but yeah. Let's just continue. Rich antioxidants. Now let's go to this article because it also has this, a nutritional profile. Basil is rich in vitamin A, K, C, magnesium, iron, potassium, and calcium. So let's have a look at that then. Nutritional value of basil per 100 grams, or 3.5 Oz. Okay, so you can see the potassium. Oh yeah, good calcium and magnesium and phosphorus. Cool. Looks pretty good. So let's go down to the last article here. Health benefits of basil herb. Now again, I'm not sure this is all on Thia Basil. Basil leaves hold many notable plants-derived chemical compounds that are known to have disease-preventing and health-promoting properties. We've read that one. Read that one. Oh, this one is adding a different oil, terpenol. A new oil that we didn't get mentioned above. Low in calories, contains no cholesterol, but a very rich sources of many essential nutrients, minerals and vitamins. Basil herb contains exceptionally high levels of beta-carotene, vitamin A, cryptoxanthine, lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds help act as protective scavengers against oxygen-derived free radicals and reactive oxygen species that play a role in aging and various disease processes. Zeaxanthin, a yellow flavonoid. Now remember, I love the wild arugula flowers because they're yellow. See, I told you I was right. Because they're filled with zeaxanthin and they're tasty because the pollen, you know, they're just like a little, same thing as the pineapple sage flowers. They're just tasty, the wild arugula yellow flowers. You can see that in Brody Corbett's video, or the $600 Bandit. So zeaxanthin, a yellow flavonoid or pigment carotenoid compound, is selectively absorbed into the retinal macula lutea, where it's found to filter harmful UV rays from reaching the retina. So that's pretty cool. Studies suggest that common herbs, fruits and veggies that are rich in zeaxanthin help protect from age-related macular disease, especially in the elderly. 100 grams of fresh herb leaves contain astoundingly 5,275 milligram, or 175% of daily required doses of vitamin A. So, vitamin A also helps maintain healthy mucous membranes and skin. Vitamin K is also in basil. It's essential for many coagulant factors in the blood and plays a vital role in bone strengthening function by helping mineralize process in the bones. So you don't just want calcium for your bones. That's why, you know, kale or kale, however you say it, and things like this are good. And remember, in my last video, I made sure to emphasize you want to rotate your veggies in case there's any, oxalic acid or things like this in there that aren't so amazing. Basil herb contains a good amount of minerals like potassium, manganese, copper and magnesium. Potassium is an important component of cell and body fluids which help control heart rate and blood pressure. Manganese is used by the body as a cofactor for antioxidant enzyme superoxide dismutase. Basil leaves are excellent source of iron, contains 3.17 milligrams per 100 gram of fresh leaves, about 26% of RDA. Iron, being a component of hemoglobin inside the red blood cells, determines the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. You know, the basils, they also look pretty good. Now, while that wasn't all on, I'm not sure that was all exactly on Thia Basil. Remember, it's just a cultivar. It's just a different cultivated thing, so a species. So, it's going to have generally all of this in there. It would be pretty hard to cultivate it out, I'd imagine. This is a general basil health report. So, Thia Basil is just very different and nice flavour. It can add. It's definitely part of your herbery in the kitchen, in my opinion, because it's unique flavour. And yeah, so I hope you guys learned something from that. And thanks again for donating, Jill Lopez. You've kept me alive for another week. And actually, the next video I shoot for Jill is going to be on the Lamasia family, or mint family as well. I'm going to do spearmint, so look out for that video shortly. And let's outro with some more of Dave Crow's cool dubstep beatboxing.
like dubstep, leave now. If you do not know what dubstep is, firstly, you've been living in a fucking cave. Secondly, you have been missing out. You raise your hand if you know what dubstep is. Raise it proud. More than half. I like it when it's like that. To the others of you that have been living in a cave, dubstep is easily the most horrific and ungodlike music on the planet today. Unfortunately, there's a lot of shit dubstep. More shit dubstep than in any other genre of music. Fear not. I dove deep into the dubstep depths to find the finest of the dubstep and made it into one track. So if you don't like what I'm about to do, you don't like dubstep. For those of you that do like dubstep, fucking check this out. The best thing about this beat in particular is if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Then it drops.
Mad. Alright, and in case you're wondering where to find this info, if you just want to find this page, this is Benjamin Cowenberg from consciousazine.com. So this is the back page of the Your Natural Paradise page, and the back page of what? I'll show you if it's gonna let me. And it's the back page of the Your Natural Paradise page in www.consciousazine.com, and so you'll just go to the front page here, or you can Google it, Consciousazine member notes, but you'll have to, if you go to Google it, you'll have to write it like this. Otherwise, you go into the front page of Consciousazine, go to the More menu, click it, for some reason you have to take your mouse off and then go back over it, and then I just use the down arrow on the keyboard. Sometimes it disappears and doesn't want to play friendly. But yeah, and you're just going to go right down here. As you can see, there's a lot of different pages on different subjects, and the Your Natural Paradise page is just here, right near the bottom. And yeah, if you click into there and you go to the bottom of this page, it's just the notes page. So you'll see a bottom of the page button called Notes. Each page in consciousazine has a notes page, which is just a back page, which is what we've been looking at. So this is Benjamin Kalberg from www.consciousazine.com with another episode of the $30 Bandit Food Plant Teaching Series, and I hope you learned something. Enjoy your day, guys. See ya.